This is seconds after finishing the original recording. This this isn't gameplay. This isn't at all gameplay. I'm just don't read this yet. Um, I this there's a Steam news post that I seen about Bob's campaign 2 weeks before it came out. I mean, you see this, it will probably be the future, most probably. Um, and it set my expectations for his campaign. That's why I'm making the video. Also because I couldn't, because I woke up too late to stream something else. And that's it. Yeah, these could be considered spoilers. It certainly set my expectations. So maybe wait on this until you finish watching my playthrough of Bob, or when you had enough. Obviously, I'm not gonna make you do it. Well, there you go. Enjoy it. That's it. I'm not good at this. Bye. Hello. This isn't a stream at all. I was gonna stream Psychonauts, but I woke up kind of late. I didn't think I was fucking around, but it was like so quickly it becomes too late for me to stream. So I was just thinking of doing this. Who's gonna care about this? I've just been reading this. I mean, I read it once, but it's been in my head since. I think back then I said Bob's campaign, it's not just isn't gonna be as good as Thomas. There's no fucking way. I hope so. Like I really wanted to. I don't hope often. I really wanted to, but I don't think it's gonna. And this came out a couple of days ago. When was this? June 26th. The campaign comes out in context. I think it comes out July 11th. Or is it the 18th? I guess it doesn't matter. Because it doesn't matter. The point is, it's coming out soon, and I've been thinking about this. What is the content? I'm just gonna read everything, but it's not. I don't think this is what. I was gonna play this on Skid Road, which means no backing down on choices, no reloading. But it's not permadeath. Like I think if you die, you just go back to your last save. But I guess you could soft lock yourself if you suck at fighting. What is the content and skill of the Black Panther arc? How long does it take to complete the main storyline? Test for my voice. I guess that's fine. Bob's story includes a full 5-act main storyline. In Thomas, it was also 5 acts, and honestly, it was like the duration of each act was like kind of random. In terms of script size and narrative complexity, it surpasses Thomas route. I remember near the end of Thomas, I was like I was getting like a little fatigued. I'm very excited to play Bob's, but yeah. That's why I'm playing Skid Road. So I back down less and spend less time in the game, so I don't have game fatigue as fast. But this is bigger, fuck. To stay true to Bob's personality and role, even the dialogues we use from other parts of the game have been rewritten in Bob's tone to ensure full immersion when playing as him. Great. Does Bob have different starting background choices from Thomas? Yes. By the way, probably spoilers? I'm making this because I've been thinking about this, and it's setting my expectations. I avoided the Discord ever since I got spoiled of pre-release content in Bob's campaign. Even the moderator or whoever was posting in general instead of spoilers. Like, okay, I'm just gonna mute this entire Discord except for announcements until I'm done playing. Thanks, love it. Sorry for wanting to engage with the fucking community. Bob enters Wolverton prison as an undercover cop on a mission. So his background before imprisonment is completely different from Thomas. When does Bob's story begin? And does he also have the 21-day time limit? Although Bob enters the prison a month earlier than Thomas in the lore, his story starts on the same day. Thomas arrives, and he also has a 21-day sentence limit. So no new dialogue from inmates at all from beginning to end. I mean, okay, they probably engage to Bob different, but any group of conversations you listen in on are going to be exactly the same, sounds like. However, his story is not tied to the mayoral election, Thomas. Sorry. Okay, good. I want a new story. Are there new prison scenes added in the full version? Yes, the Black Panther route adds 22 new scenes in total, including 11 story scenes outside the prison. That sounds like a lot more than Thomas, and 11 inside the prison. Though the new in-prison scenes are mainly for Bob's nighttime exploration. No new daytime prison activity scenes were added. Just, I mean, more outside prison, neat, good. I still think we're not gonna be able to go outside the prison. Like, I was falsely led to believe that was not the game's fault. Does Bob also need to escape prison? Are there any new escape routes for him? Yes, Bob also needs to escape. That was probably the first, or not actually. No new daytime prison activity scenes. No, that makes sense. This is what started like setting my expectations down. You don't get any. You're not gonna see what happens on any other day of the prison. You're not allowing. You're not playing a sim a little earlier than Thomas' arrival. You're not playing a little later after he escapes. Which that one's fine because it's like Thomas has like 8 ways to escape. You're gonna make like well, it just sounds like a piece of dialogue for every escape he does. Well, okay, a new scene more like. An escape is an important event, even if you're not playing as the guy who escapes. And I imagine they will just make Thomas escape on the 21st day. I imagine. I guess it's spoilers for. Well, barely. I guess we're gonna see Thomas talking to Maggie on the phone. I'm gonna listen in on that. But yes, Bob also needs to escape. Since we already fully explored the prison's areas when designing Thomas' route to provide a rich experience, we do not create new exclusive escape routes for Bob. Additionally, for story-related reasons, Bob will not be able to use some of the escape routes available to Thomas. One question I was thinking of, is like, how is Bob gonna fit below the toilet? However, even when using these similar escape routes, the experience and presentation will be quite different due to the difference between Bob and Thomas. Will not be able to, of course, I mean, I don't think we're gonna be able to use daylight. I keep calling it daylight, it's called the sun escape route. I mean, you could still blackmail, spoilers, not saying it, but you can't have someone to help you escape. I can only think of Barbara. Yeah, that makes sense. However, even when using the similar escape routes, yeah, sorry, that's it. Apart from the main story, does Bob have new side quests? Yes, since Bob is already a member of the Sharptooth gang at the start of the story, it's like, oh, I already didn't engage in the gang. Okay, I will have to do it when I'm playing as Bob, but as a member of that gang, I'm like, I was more of a Black Claw gang person myself. He can access more core Sharptooth gang missions. Missions not available when playing as Thomas. Alright. His relationship with Bruce also results in a different set of tasks in that quest line. I think I know what you're talking about. In Bob's route, will he also help Bam deal with the entities from another world? No, Bob's focus will be on his own mission, and the role of junior investigator will be taken up by Thomas instead. This question feels directed to me, because I must have complained like 3 times. Okay, twice in the Discord, and once in the Steam forums. I don't want to play. I think Bam is going to be the third character, and I do not want to play as him. I have no interest in the paranormal, which kind of ties with this. Hang on. ties with Bob's campaign, like some kind of relevant. Hang on. Fuck, we're. Hang on a sec. Fuck, this is the wrong one. Ah, that's pretty big. Hang on. This image. So the left shows Thomas and his relevant characters. Oh, hang on. I have a better image for this. Oh, by the way, I was playing PC Building Simulator recently, and I've uploaded. The. All right. You see that? No, fuck me. Okay. It's not the full thing. Shit, it's so hard. Why is it so hard? Why doesn't it want to show the full picture? It's so hard. There? No. Fuck, man. There, that shows the full. Here's for some reason. Alright, there we go. So, this is the updated cover. That includes Bob. So, left shows Thomas and his characters. Bottom left looks like the Fallen Angels nightclub. Right side, Bob. Wesley on the top right, I think, which looks kind of. I'm sorry, but looks kind of feminine. I thought Wesley was a man. Or I guess that's just how cheetahs look like. Anthropomorphized cheetahs. The Mastiff dog, is that the right breed? The trench coat is, I think, it's an obvious reference to that detective dog that showed up in TV ads in the 80s or something like that. Max something, I don't remember his name. Bottom right also looks like Wesley to me. I noticed, I think there might be a face on the very bottom right. Hang on. Kinda. Okay, I'm way less sure now. Okay, the point. Those fucking planes on the top right. I read something up ahead that kind of told me what they were gonna be. And I'm like, oh no. Alright, give me a sec. Oh, the poster one. I was playing PC Building Simulator and I put that wallpaper and the original early access wallpaper with just Thomas on the workshop. If anyone's interested, I was like, it's so easy to upload. It's like, sure, let's put them in there. It's also my wallpaper on that game right now. New type quest. All right, like I said about Bam, it's like I don't want to play a Stand on the Third. No interest in the paranormal, but Bob. Does Bob have a romance storyline? No, he doesn't. Bob has a more urgent mission to accomplish. If Thomas is trying to save a city, then Bob is trying to save the entire country. Like, I don't know. Then I saw the planes and I'm like, what the fuck? Are we stopping 8 nukes or something? I'm like, I don't know. I just like Thomas rooted story way better. It just sounds that way. I really hope you can pull Bob's story off, obviously, but. Can Bob? I showed at the beginning. These are spoilers, but or these might be spoilers. But I'm setting my expectations straight. Maybe I'm setting yours. Honestly, you should probably watch this after I'm done playing. And I should have that at the beginning. But this set my expectations, and that's why I'm making this video. I'm not streaming this. It's just a recording. I didn't feel like changing the info. Can Bob also finish the game without throwing a single punch like Thomas? I thought that was. I put that in my review on Steam. I was like, I thought that was really neat. No, Bob's storyline includes unavoidable battles. Eh, I saw a GIF, or I think you pronounce it GIF. I try not to spoil myself, but I think Bob might have beat 'em up sections instead of turn-based. I'm like, okay, that sounds a lot easier to do. It's like, okay, that's fine. But it's like that was a nice detail on Thomas' story. I thought it would affect the entire game. No, it doesn't. As an undercover cop, Bob faces more dangerous foes than Thomas, a journalist. Yeah, but we're still in a prison, so be prepared. Oh, I think there are either new inmates. No, I guess not, because that would make no sense in Thomas' storyline. There's definitely new characters though, and I don't think it's just his friends. So be prepared. We've added new combat skills, weapons, and powerful tools exclusively for Bob. Discover and try them out. I'm excited about that, but I hope the turn-based combat doesn't go away. I wasn't a big fan, but I liked it. Oh, of the turn-based combat. The Bob story also featured multiple endings like Thomas. Bob's route includes 3 unique endings based on player choices. One descriptive ending, similar to the take the money option, and 2 newspaper style failure endings based on Bob's survival. But isn't that just having weak mind or weak body endings? Or are we talking about like when I finished the Sun route? Well, it depends on what choice you took. It affects the newspaper a bit. Like I'm not really excited about that. It's just it just sounds like 2 or 3 paragraphs to me. Is Bob's achievement system still based on tarot cards? No. Bob will have a completely different achievement system. Not exactly yes, you'll have to wait and see. Alright. That was cool of Thomas, but I'm like, man, that Fallen Angels minigame, it's like that one like took me out. Like I failed it like 3 times and I'm like, okay, how is this related to Fate? I failed it 3 times and I'm begging this guy in the exact same way I did once. I've already 100% completed Thomas' route. And Boulderton Prison feels like home. Will Bob's route still be fun and surprising? Absolutely, trust us. I trust you, but it's just the nature of his campaign. It just sounds too bombastic. They said in another post that Bob's is gonna be more cinematic. I'm like, okay, all right. But then I read this. I'm like, I don't know. I think I'm gonna have a lot of fun with it, but something went wrong. Lovely, sweet. I think I'm gonna have a lot of fun with it, but yeah. Like there was a moment. If you watched the first escape I did in Thomas' campaign, I think you know my reaction. I'm like, please don't fuck this up. Man, that's I really wish. Fuck. I really wish I used the second ending first, but it made sense as to why I didn't at the time. Sorry, I'm trying not to spoil anybody. I think we're 16 days away from it releasing. I was supposed to start Psychonauts today, and it got too late, so I recorded this. If I don't finish Psychonauts before that campaign releases, I don't think I'm never gonna finish it. I need to get to it. Maybe do stream soon with my mom at home. Not a fan of that, but probably gonna have to. Need to wake up earlier for this. I have been thinking these past few months of voices to do for the remaining characters. I have written them down. I just gotta assign them to somebody. Well, that's it. Like I'm cautiously optimistic. That's how I am right now. Well, see you when the campaign releases. I'll be waiting like a day to see if it's buggy at least before playing it. But man, I really want it. I don't hope, but I really want it to be good. Holy shit. Well, that's it. Bye. Small tangent. I never do this. But hey, couldn't stream, so didn't want to exactly waste that remaining time. If you can't call this wasting. Bye.